Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled, Why did Rav Goren ZT blow the shofar during the 67-day war? So it's fascinating because the parsha talks about blowing the shofar twice. Perek Yud Pasuk Tet, Perek Yud Pasuk Yud Halotcha. First time is during the time of war. During the time of war, you blow chatzotzros. Why we don't do it today, we discussed in the previous year. It's a good question. Rav Goren, it says that when he was going to conquer the old city, and they were in the middle of the battle, he kept blowing the shofar because of Perek Yud Pasuk Tet. He learned the sugya that applies during the wartime, and that whoever could blow it should blow it, and even if it's a shofar, not a chatzotzot, it's fine. That's the mitzvah. That's how he goes in his book, in his autobiography, in the opening part of the book, and then during the 6-Day War, he writes about that pasuk, Perek Yud Pasuk Tet, and therefore he was paskening that you blow the shofar. That's the mitzvah, which is a simple pshat in the Rambam and the Shulchan Aruch Taf Kuf Ayin Vav and the Rambam Begin Hilchos Taniot. But then he blew a second time at the Kotel. That wasn't during the war; that was during the victory. So there we have Perek Yud Pasuk Yud, where it says V'yom Simchatchem, in the time of your simcha you blow. What does that mean? The Rambam takes it to mean regarding the korbanot. When you bring the korbanot on Shabbat and on Yontif, then you have a show for the chatzotzrot to come on in, blow the chatzotzrot during the time of korbanot. The Ibn Ezra, on the other hand, Perek Yud Pasuk Yud says that on the days of victory, that's what it means, simcha. The days of victory, that's when you blow. Like Hanukkah and Purim. There's one version that says the Shivi Meichezkel, because in Treyas, in Divrei Yamim, talks about a victory during a Chizkiyahu's time, and there's some versions of Ibn Ezra have that. But the main point of Ibn Ezra is that the Yom Simchas is referring to victory. So it could be that Rav Goren was blowing the shofar in the beginning of the war. In the beginning, he was blowing it as Perek Yud Pasuk Tet, that during the war you must blow shofar. And then Perek Yud Pasuk Yud is at victory if he learned the topic, the psukim, like Ibn Ezra. So when you have victory, you blow the shofar again. Maybe he writes about it somewhere, maybe not. Either way, whatever his motivation is, the sugya is the sugya. That there's a time to blow during the war that everyone agrees on. How do you apply it today is a good question. And then Pasuk Yud, at the time of Simcha you blow. Does that refer specifically to the Korbanot during the Chagim? Or is it the time of celebration of a victory? It's Machlokas Rambam and the Ibn Ezra of how to learn that Pasuk. Mirtz Hashem. We should just have victories. We should have celebration. And we should have cause to blow the Chatzotzrot for Perek Yud Pasuk Yud, according to Ibn Ezra. Shalom.